in the midst of being written and processed, and I am excited to see what it looks like. Also, as always, we want to send out a massive shout out to vindsvept, Alexander Nakarada, Tabletop Audio, and Breaking Copyright royalty-free music for being artists and compiling artists who put their stuff into Creative Commons so that nerds and weird people such as us may bring you guys a better viewing experience on our streams. Thank you guys so much for the support, by the way. Also, keep an eye out. I will be putting up the Patreon later this month, so... later in October, sorry. I'll be putting out the Patreon later in October. I'll be replacing all of the support links for you guys to donate with Patreon links, so you guys can just go check those out. Those will allow you access to the live stream VODs as soon as we're done streaming, along with Aeidros expanded episodes before they are posted on YouTube.
But you could just say VOD.
VOD.
Also, real quick, in addition to cutting out just a little bit, I can also hear a little background noise. I don't know if that picks up on your mic in the recording or if it's just us. I don't care if we can hear it, but I was just wondering about the recording.
Are you talking to me or?
It's not showing too much background noise on my...
I don't know, I just heard some swats behind you, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Like a fan or something.
I don't have my fan, my big turny fan.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. It might have been the outside. It might have been my window. It might have been my window.
I can still hear it. Every time you talk, it picks it up, but I don't know.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
I'm not picking that up.
Oh, I am.
Well, I'm not. I'm not picking it up, but I'm also not paying attention. So
I don't know. I just thought I'd let you know.
my main problem.
Thank you for your continued support, and I hope you guys will continue supporting us in the future. Also, we are very close to 40 subscribers on here, guys. Once we reach 40 subscribers, we will put out designs for t-shirts that you guys can choose from. You guys will vote on the t-shirt design that you guys like the most, and we will be putting that out as a merchandise that you guys can purchase and, you know, just kind of help us out a little bit better. So please think about supporting us, and please think about sharing it out to your friends who really like D&D and who are looking for a new D&D podcast. So please think about sharing it out, and thank you guys for your continued support. And that brings us to the end of the announcements, so why don't we jump into tonight's episode of The Archives of Eternity. Flashes. A man laying in a cage in the ceiling of Colgaius' cave, struggling as his body is being slowly sewn together. A beast struggling to fight off a grand elder dragon and a young prince of dragons. A gravity hole appearing below the body of this man, slowly being sucked in and broken. The beast struggling and crying, slowly falling into it. A smile. A sadness. Connie aiming a weapon directly at the beast's head and killing another night beast.
You know, Connie has a kill count. You're one of us.
Another Lucon laying there on the ground, unconscious.
What?
I'm sorry. DM, can you run that back? What was that?
Sorry, another hellspawn sitting, laying there on the ground. Laying there.
On
the ground.
You're not slick.
What's so wait, hold up. What?
Neither of you are slick.
Who laying on the ground?
That, my friend, is Professor Garance.
Okay.
Okay, I
Write
thought
that
there
down.
was
Write that down. It's
I thought there was
Yukon.
something else. He said Yukon. He was talking about Canada.
Oh, he was talking about Cornelius.
I said Yukon. I said Yukon. Talking about Canada, obviously.
No, you were talking about Yukon Cornelius from fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Obviously. But
We were 2 months earlier. Happy Christmas.
Professor Garance lays
Happy
there on the
Christmas.
ground next to the icy bed that the slowly reforming body of Eldon Vordoon lays upon. As you're all watching his muscles being slowly stitched together, you see hands and faces assisting. Faces of people you don't know. Faces you recognize from the time where Donovan got pulled into the darkness. Hands gently weaving him together. Hands lifting him, making sure each and every inch of him is being covered in the slow stitching of his body. You all have defeated the Beast and Mr. E.
Oh.
And I kind of just like slowly, like visibly deflate as I just kind of flop on the ground. Okay. So everything's done now. Can I sleep? I want to sleep. Hey.
You've all
I
been
wanna-
sleeping for like 3-4 days now.
So they're like
I'm
sleep
joking.
just like 5
I'm
more minutes.
joking, I'm joking.
No,
Take a nap,
no, Uncle
Connie.
Kokai, 5 more minutes. The demons can't get me. No.
Actually, I should probably clean some of this stuff up.
I'm
Kind of like
cleaning it
looking
up.
around.
You take your rest, all of you. You deserve some time to cool down after the ordeal you have just been through.
Right. Oh no! Wait, did I forget the? Oh no! Wait! And I kind of like drop down the garage and like run inside, even though the kind of confusing. But I'm just like looking around in there and just kind of like, where did it go? Where did it go? Burke, where'd the yo-yo go?
He gave it to her, it's fine. Or, you know, to Eldon, who's gonna give it to her. You know, like the weird mind yo-yo thing. I don't even know if it's in. I don't know how this stuff works. This is weird.
Yeah, okay. This is kind of weird.
It's very strange.
Yeah, okay. But all right. Okay, cool. That's dealt with. Okay.
Connie, while looking around, you notice Professor Garance laying there on the ground, next to Eldon's body, next to the strange bed that Eldon's body was laid on.
Oh. Wait, I kind of crouch down. I check his pulse, just double checking. I'm assuming he's just asleep or something.
Yeah,
But,
he's his pulse is normal and he seems to be asleep, but something you notice. A right arm seems to be slowly drifting up, almost being created out of shadow.
Holy shish kebab! What is that?
Holy shit. Why shish kebab?
Is it coming out of him?
It seems to be forming from the nub where his where the upper half of his bicep was.
Oh.
And you see that it's slowly forming an arm out of shadow.
A shadow arm. Huh.
That is so cool! What a shadow arm!
Connie, as you're touching him, why don't you make an Arcana check for me?
Oh, okay.
You might get a shadow arm.
Yo, it's a shadow arm!
Well, actually,
I
I
think
would
it's the Shadow
prefer.
Arm trilogy.
Well, I mean, no. With that shadow arm, you could raid. With today's sponsor, Shadow Raid Shadow.
Anyways, we are not.
That was a
sponsoring.
poor segue. I
That would have
apologize.
been a great segue.
If we would ever get fucking sponsored, please. I don't care if you're a shitty game. Just sponsor us.
Well, good luck with that.
Edit that out.
Call it
Edit it out.
shitty.
I'm not
Edit it
editing
out.
anything out.
In fact,
Alright.
Dasani,
I go to watch-
I dare you to sponsor us.
Oh
just
right,
imagine-
yeah, you already made the bit about the sun, you didn't
Oh
you?
yeah.
oh yeah, but I just imagine that we go to watch the edited video, and it's just like edit this out, and it's just like it's being echoed and reverbed to make it louder and bass boosted.
Just like your nobody fucking cares.
Yes.
What was it?
We should make-
Arcana?
Arcana, yes.
Okay,
You know what?
that's a. Is that a 13? Yeah, that's a 13.
Wasn't a very high
13,
DC
buddy.
because you can feel the same aura that is all around you, echoing off of him. It seems as though something has touched Professor Garantz's soul.
No gay way.
No homo.
No, don't touch me there.
Where did the bad thing touch you? Where did it touch?
It's Libido's arm.
Oh,
God.
hello, sugar.
Oh, get it off
Do
me!
you need a hand?
We
Or-
know it's
Or a
libido.
job?
We know it's libido's arm if it starts approaching Aya.
Right?
Well, no, he's already left his mark on you. The fucking the kiss on your
Yeah.
cheek.
It's one of those dance bits where people like put their arm in a coat and they start like dancing with their hand and like pretending it's someone else's, but it's just libido's moving in like weird ways, like
Right? Oh my
going
god.
down the chest and stuff.
That's so funny. It would be it.
But yeah, Professor Garant seems to have an arm slowly appearing out of the shadow. You also notice that on his back, Connie, a device unfolds, and you notice his fabricator begins recharging.
Did he even? Wait, did he always have that?
Probably.
DM, did he have that in the Mindscape or no?
He had it in the Mindscape, yes.
Okay. My brain was not registering it.
The
Causing me a
majority-
panic.
The majority of the people in your line of work have that kind of backpack
Right.
on their back usually.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
We're gonna get you Doctor Who ass motherfucker. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Bert kind of looks down at his hand because there's still a still crumpled up piece of paper in it from before. Oh, right. Kind of hands it over to Connie.
Shit.
It's for you. Okay. Kind of like unfolds it. Lemmy, what does it say? Because I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
what is it?
what's it got on it?
Shit. Hold on. I may or may not, allegedly, blanked. But give me a second. Give me a minute.
Connie like kind of pushes up pushes up the sides of his glasses, like hard to read.
As he looks at the letter, God, this handwriting is shit.
Damn, I thought I had bad handwriting. Jeez.
I thought Eldon was supposed to have been educated. What is this chicken scratch?
Okay. Okay, here's a good
Kind
idea.
of messed up from the Mindscape. I don't know. Maybe it didn't transfer well.
Yeah, like
Okay,
kinda
okay.
like sometimes when a fast machine gets kind of, I don't know what you would know.
Okay, hold on. I think I got it. In the piece of paper, as you unfold it, you see the words, "You are stronger than you think." And attached to the bottom of this is a silver key.
Great, more keys.
On the back on the back of the note it reads, "For when the time is right."
Okay. Kind of like pick up and examine the key.
PPS. Don't try it on the journal. You'll only open bad shit.
Okay. Wait. Journal? Does Connie even know about the journal? I don't remember.
Oh no, you wouldn't. Well, I'm assuming I.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Are just fondling
I don't
it
think
over in the corner.
No, yeah.
I kind of like pick up the key and push up the side of the glasses as I can I examine what it's made out of with the whole like I did this before, right?
The knowledge you have of alloys, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and I believe we did shoot, what did
Wouldn't
we
it
do
just
for
be?
that? Did we
Wouldn't
do
it be like an
history on that one?
intelligence check?
I mean, I suppose.
I think we did one of your abilities with proficiency. Like one of your intelligence abilities with proficiency. I don't know. I don't remember which one we used though.
Okay, well.
Just intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, well, we'll just, yeah, okay. That is a... bollocks. That's 12.
It seems to be made out of silver.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll kind of like what is it? Kind of reach up and sort of like kind of fold the bandana in a certain way, kind of like tying it around itself almost around the key, as then I put it back on.
Okay.
As you put the key in the bandana, you notice that in addition to the purple designs on the bandana, a little streak of silver is in between them.
Very nice.
And the key's gone. It is merged with the bandana.
Very nice.
Okay, I can get that back.
That's right.
Alright.
Granted, I have no idea when that time is. I just made that shit up. But
So the body of Eldon Vordoon seems to be getting stitched together by whatever entities have lived within his body for over 13 years, and seem to want his help with something.
well, actually, it'd be closer to 14 years now.
Yeah, you're right, actually. It would be over 14 years now. It'd be closer to 15.
Yeah, even number.
Yeah, but whatever entities have been within him for the past 14, almost 15 years now, just kind of chilling, and are now helping stitch back together his body with the power of not only the Night Beast, but also their own will. What do you guys do?
Remembering that Kaladra was damaged in the previous fight, Aya runs over to check that everything's okay.
You notice that her body seems to be fine.
Are we
Also,
talking
you
fine
all
or
are-
fine?
You all are back up to full health, and it's both.
Which
You're talking about my cousin like that.
Hey, I'm a man of few priorities. Kaladra tops that list.
Nice.
That's not the only thing she's topping, dipshit.
I was gonna say that, thank you.
Aya will approach Kaladra. Are you okay? You look fine, but
I'm doing well. And she smiles at like kind of it being over in a good way, you know. But thank you for asking.
yeah.
So now, everybody, I'd like to say congratulations on clearing the lament. You all level up.
Dun, 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 dun.
Also, if Aya was like stepping up to like be next to Caladra, or if he already was, can like at that comment she like grab his hand to hold.
Absolutely.
If he's blushing,
He
then you
was totally getting closer to her.
if he's blushing, then you see the kiss mark.
Oh, it's only when he blushes?
Yeah,
Just when he
but
gets
I
flustered or
said that.
blushes, Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I just heard you say it was permanent, which I was just like, yes.
You feel,
Fantastic.
and as you look at that, Caladra, you feel a hand on your shoulder. You see a figment of Libido's face, just giving you a little wink.
Oh, yes.
Wiggling his eyebrows.
Lee is our permanent wingman.
Yeah, no, he's specifically your wingman.
That's amazing.
I love
He's
it.
your stand now. That's just canon.
So,
My God, I am not upset.
Libido! Ura!
well, I guess technically he's Aya's stand. If you think about it, he's Aya's stand because, like,
Yeah, he's just only interested in helping with problems.
Okay, this
with
one
Oh my
me.
is-
gosh, and he's just as flamboyant as them too. It's perfect.
now
True.
it's
We
time
did
for
make
you
a
to face
Jotaro.
my stand. Libido!
Beetle.
That is good for him too, because it sounds sus as fuck.
Alright.
Beetle.
Um,
Little.
He totally
So-
would be that guy with the cherry.
Cockaween, yeah.
He would.
By the way, I hate
So-
that name. It is such a confusing name.
Everyone's favorite donut.
After a little while, and Garance's arm fully forming that shadow look to his hand, and Connie, you notice it looks fairly similar to how his hand looked before it was lost, considering you have that vision in your mind constantly.
Yeah, I remember what that looks like.
And as his eyes open, he looks at you, Connie, and you notice his right eye, the same eye on the side of the arm that he lost. You notice that his eye turned black and seems like his iris is glowing a faint blue color, a very similar blue color to what you remember.
Huh.
I'm out.
Wait, hold on. The iris is black or the
The
sclera
iris-
black iris?
The iris is the color part of the eye.
Yeah, I know.
I think
I
you
asked
mean
if
just
the iris
eye.
or the sclera was black.
The sclera is black,
Okay.
Cool.
and then the iris seems to be glowing a faint blue.
Okay, cool. I just like I the mental image was confusing me.
Apologies. But I'm out. And as Garant stands, you notice that he's actually a bit taller too
Then what I remember, or then he was in the mind?
than he was in the mind.
Does this seem like a normal height for him?
It is a bit taller than you remember.
You like you got
Um,
the platform shoes or something?
no, I feel
I'm
fine,
free.
I don't
Almost
remember having the.
but my body is bolstered. He starts poking his pectorals through the cloth shirt that he's had because he had to give up his standard issue armor that most of your people have.
Which are the Hellspawn, of course.
Of course.
You almost look kind of like reinvigorated, or almost like younger. What's going on here? This is. Hold on. Let me check your vitals, and I'll like take his watch and kind of like type through there and like kind of analyze him.
They all seem to be in extremely high health. So when you look at it, he seems to be in the best shape of his life.
Wow, okay. Did you do some high intensity training before you went into that mindscape or something? What the?
No, I don't know what's going on. I feel great.
Great.
Speaking of tigers, Burke walks up and kind of examines him as well. Damn. You been working out or something? Holy shit.
Am I the only one that doesn't remember him being that swole?
No, you're not alone in that one. Hey, well,
I thought I was doing well.
it's something to do... I'm assuming it's something to do with this arm. Kind of poke at it.
I'd assume. And then he looks over at you, Burke, and he had his both of his normal steely gray eyes, but when he looks at you, you see the glowing blue of his right eye.
Huh.
The black sclera. Also, when he looks down and you see the veins in his eyes, you see that they are also glowing that pulsating blue color.
Huh. Yeah, I've honestly got no clue as to what's going on, but it looks like something good happened.
It feels amazing.
This is something else.
I don't know. Maybe we can ask. Maybe. Well, I guess he's.
Kind of look over to Eldon, see if he's still.
His body still
Looks out.
seems to be getting stitched together.
I'm metamorphosing over here.
Leave me alone, hey! He pulls back a curtain or something.
He's metamorphosing over here.
Hey, leave me alone! I'm emerging from my
We're lost souls, not surgeons. Fuck you want?
Okay.
I will say, it seems that they're leaving his private parts for last.
You can't
kinda-
mess with perfection, baby.
Full on throw a cloak over him.
kind of look over to Advin, but he seems to be far too engrossed in the book.
Okay.
You
Guess that
notice,
comes out.
but Connie, you notice that it's not a normal book. It's the same book he's been reading.
Kind of glance over and just okay, I guess that. Wait, what?
You do a double take.
That
Oh,
that came with him, huh? Huh.
He's reading the final chapter.
where's he?
Okay. Well, maybe someone
Somebody
be
get
on
cleared.
standby to make sure that he doesn't.
I kind of make an exploding motion towards the side of my head.
His head doesn't
It's kind of
explode.
His head
love
won't
that.
explode.
Okay, but at least not get microwaved into much and start bleeding out his nose.
That's more appropriate. Explode, no. Melt? Yeah.
Become liquid sludge? More likely.
More than likely.
Explode. No. That's not physically possible. It's more likely that his brain will just melt.
Goopify.
Goopify and come out the nose.
Become Nickelodeon goo, if you will.
Nickelodeon gak!
Yep.
Alright. Well, I feel refreshed, and now that we are out of that mindscape thing, there's so much fresh air here, it is overwhelming. Okay.
Much
Yeah,
agreement,
just-
considering I haven't had a breath of fresh air for 2 years.
Am I the only one that feels like breathing is more difficult right now?
Really? I mean,
Maybe because you got
Ah.
something in your pants, darling.
Hey, yo.
oh no, did you just activate manual breathing? Aw, man. Okay, now I have to
No,
think
you
about
did
for a
it in
second.
real life. You started that for me now.
Dang it. Now I have to remember.
No, you did that for me right now. Like I have to think about manual breathing right now.
Breathing.
Well, since this is Caladra's home and the outdoors is fun and nice, can she gesture everyone to the door to get some fresh air.
Absolutely, yeah.
Let us frolic.
Instantly
basically,
right
she's
next
just like-
to her.
Well, you're already holding my hand. You just, we just pivot.
Even
You just,
more
Dragon
next to her.
Ball, bro,
It doesn't
Dragon
seem
Ball
possible, but
teleports.
just
I mean, hey,
it's
listen.
not
Bro's
physically
almost-
possible.
Bro is
but I am
almost clipping
closer.
into her arm.
Hey, Aya, just so you know, the closer you get to Caladra, the more Lee's gonna talk to you in more ways than one.
I mean, we don't
Well,
have
not
to hear
talk.
every single thing, but
Well, no, I'm just letting him know.
He better not be like. He's gonna
no,
be
he's
like
gonna
a
be
weird.
a smooth wingman.
he's
Okay.
gonna be the new just Lemmy talking thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the new excuse for Lemmy to talk during someone else's roleplay.
Okay, first of all, how dare you? I never speak during anyone's roleplay. And second of all, anyway, moving on.
All right. So, do you all follow Caladra outside?
Yeah, definitely. Get some of that
Yeah.
fresh air.
So,
Yeah, if you want some fresh air.
Caladra, you lead them outside, and Connie, you're fairly used to the outside cold. Just because you lived in ice your entire life. Surrounded, built into ice. Like, you came
it's
from
pretty
ice,
chill.
return to ice, so you shall.
I mean,
We chill
you
like
and
that.
you and Garance
I mean-
are fine.
to put it another way, the cold never bothered him anyway.
No, literally.
Whoa, whoa.
Burke, on the other hand, immediately, you as a plains orc, you are
Oh,
freezing. Aya, you as a desert elf, it is cold as balls. Like, coldest desert night you have ever faced. Like, it is cold. And you faced some pretty cold nights. Like, -degrees kind of cold.
I would like to rage against the cold.
Absolutely, you can rage against the cold. Leopold,
okay,
you're
but
more okay with the cold just because it's constantly raining in the frick, I'm forgetting my own.
Elbrin Imperium?
It's not necessarily the Elbrin Imperium. It's constantly raining, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
constantly raining in the
fine.
Grinder Alliance.
Yeah.
It's like constantly raining in the Alliance, so it's
It's
like,
got London in it.
and then of course Griesglad, like it also rains a lot over there, and you lived there for a few years, so it's like,
God forbid Advent gets out here, he'll literally freeze to death.
okay, but
He's a literal lizard.
if Aya doesn't do a good job of hiding it, Caladra would do something.
You're
I don't
holding
know
my
if you-
hand and my hand is shivering.
yeah.
Okay, then I would totally let go of your hand, but to put my arm like over your shoulder, like kind of switching roles to be the dude who's gonna protect.
You just cover
keep
him.
you warm.
You just
Fake
cover
a
him with
yawn.
your wing.
Yeah, exactly. Just like
Just take a
very
yawn
smooth.
and very smoothly
Smooth, bro.
cover him with your wing.
Yeah.
You see the young prince jumps out of the mouth of the cave and starts frolicking in the snow.
Oh, I cast Mage Hand to play with him.
Very nice.
I follow suit with my own mage hand.
Calandra's
Starts-
very excited about this.
Starts biting at the mage hands and attacking them. Golgaius steps outside.
And poor Eldon's in surgery at the moment.
And
Rush
Calandra,
is
Yeah, sure, we
reconstructing.
just left him.
Just reconstructing while they're playing patty cake in the snow with mage hands.
Wait, we were letting his privates get reconstructed in
That's
private.
fair. Yeah, exactly. Keep them as they
Uh,
should be.
Private, as a private.
so
Private.
Calandra, Golgaius steps outside and breathes, and you notice that the runic circle that had been growing on his chest and almost encompassed a large portion of his torso is now shrunk, almost to where it was when it first showed, right over his shoulder.
He gives like a sigh of relief.
This is good.
Connie will kind of look up. Connie will kind of look up to Colgaius.
Also, Colgaius is like 30 feet tall right now. Bro is towering.
And thank you again for all your help.
You're welcome,
You were
young Connie.
instrumental. And for being so understanding. And if possible, could you keep the rest of it all a secret?
I will keep it a secret. You told that to me in confidence.
Right. Thank
And I
you.
have confidence
Can I do like
it will
this?
be revealed against his will in due time.
Do like a sort of like bow of sorts as I kind of nod to him.
Man, it has been too long since I've been out in the snow.
And I'll just like kind of do a dive into like a nearby snowbank.
You see Garance is already creating a snow palace. Like, literally, like, sculpting it just perfectly.
Oh, no fair, you got a head start.
Who is this guy, Rogel Dorn?
He already has a moat around it. He has it put on, like, a higher platform than all the other snow, and he's just, like, slowly sculpting it with his fingers.
Oh yeah, Professor, I'm gonna make a working drawbridge and blow your mind. Okay, hold on. How about
Actually, they start talking like mechanics about like a working drawbridge on the snow palace, and then
about the ice.
wait, hold on. We'd have to make it. We'd have to make it a multi-stage one because we need to have a staircase leading up to the platform. If you think about it,
Right. Yes. Okay.
that goes
Gotcha.
over the
We'll
moat
create a
from
snow
this
moat.
secondary.
Okay, and then you did.
Just like kind of
I'll
listing
start
off all the
sculpting
different
the
things.
stairs and the mechanism to make them
Okay.
into the castle door and.
Okay, gotcha. I could probably just I could just use my fabricators, the power source. That'll work fine.
Yeah, we're fine, but we have to make sure that we use mostly sculpting.
Right.
We can't use
yeah,
the fabricators too much, especially since
No.
mine is-
That'd be cheating.
It'd be cheating.
Oh,
Remember, we
may
were
I-
only allowed to use them 3 times in the contests.
Right. Okay.
Connie, as you're playing in the snow, you might not notice, but your bandana has morphed into a scarf.
Oh my gosh.
The bandana works in mysterious ways.
In mysterious ways!
I have a hat, you have a bandana. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
Anything you gotta ask about, you don't have questions, because if you ask questions, it ruins the magic.
Exactly. But yeah, so Connie and Professor Grant are spouting things that not a lot of people will understand. Like, none of you understand.
No, I'm just thrilled that so many
Actually,
people are thrilled about the snow.
Actually, Leopold might because of his knowledge in woodworking.
That's fair, actually. You've probably worked with wooden
Have you ever
gears and springs. Like,
Have you ever heard of
Should
an
I-
ice pick?
roll. I'd say roll an intelligence check, just straight,
Okay.
to listen to all of their scientific jargon and shit. Like, it's, dude,
It's 18 plus
Toolbox
2,
had a
which
snow.
which is 20.
dirty 20. You
Yes.
understand most of it, but there are some words that they're using that they just like goes over your head.
They made those up.
All words are made up.
Polynigmion.
Pygmalion.
Oh, but if we don't
Reconnoiter.
put the generator in the proper place,
Monkey
Right,
wrench.
yeah, because then it could, like, if we, because it emits a little heat too, so we
But
should
also
probably keep
we
it in the distance.
but also we need the rebounders in the correct area.
Right, yeah, I guess then that would. Oh, okay, gotcha. And if I go over here and wait,
Nope,
I can
nope.
take a boat into.
But wait, that would mess up with the drive.
Dang it. Okay.
He shows up with a toolbox made of snow. Can I
we just put it on the left side.
You're right. Put it on the left side, and then that won't mess up the drive.
Right. Okay.
And they're just creating this strange monstrosity.
They just make a fully operational Wendy's in the middle of goddamn nowhere.
I mean, they could.
Build a Wendy's.
No, they make a fucking muffin man.
Connie,
There you go.
After a few seconds, of you guys talking science, you notice that Professor Grantz removes his backpack and sets it on the ground, and his fabricator fully splays out into its hypercharging state, which you yourself have not upgraded your fabricator to. So
I need to do that.
agreed, you should. It's very convenient when you actually have access to the sun.
Right, yeah. Speaking of which, where, is the sun out at all, or is it just...
It is behind clouds, so it would take a while for your fabricator to recharge, but it is out.
Gotcha. I'll just have it kind of like idly charging when it's not creating.
Right, when it's not helping you create snow sculptures. So each of us
Whereas in
can
the
use our
real world-
fabricator 3 times, and that's it.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
You see them creating like generators out of snow and ice and just like the strange mechanical marvels that none of you could even comprehend. And then them adding like hinges and weird things in weird places. And after like an hour and a half, it's finally done. And Garance brings out a controller of some sort and clicks a button. And you notice the castle begin to transform into a humanoid object.
It's a transformer.
And then he clicks another button and it begins to float. And then
there's flying
into a strange, smooth-looking, ice-sculptured spaceship.
And then you can see that there's like these little miniature, or almost like about like inch tall, little hollow people walking around inside of it.
I swear to you,
It's
I honestly thought you were gonna make like a MacBook from like the 90s. An old Mac.
Made a transformer
They
instead.
made a transforming ice castle that can turn into a spaceship.
That
I am
actually
ice in the
flies.
sky.
It's like Voltron.
It's like Voltron.
It's like GoBots. You know,
It's like
GoBots.
insert various different
It's perfect.
TV shows about transforming robots that are made to sell toys.
Exactly.
You mean every toy business ever?
Pretty much. Anyways,
Perfect. We'd get first prize in at least one of the contests. You gotta admit, Connie.
gotta be.
Like, I mean, dang.
Gang.
We did that in an hour and a half.
No,
I thought
right?
I was rusty. Like,
Man, I didn't even beat Gideon's time. All right.
Meanwhile,
that's because
meanwhile,
Gideon was a fool.
meanwhile,
could
inside,
never beat
Eldon's
us.
getting.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, inside, Eldon's
It's
getting
still pretty
stitched
good
back together,
sometimes.
and one of the spirits is just like, "Does anybody have a sandwich?"
I'm
mean, I'm not
hungry, but like,
Well, I mean, I don't even have a stomach anymore, but like, I need something to pass the time.
I mean, come on, like some eggs.
Do I look like a fucking fakakta doctor? I'm not even a chef here. I'm not even supposed to be.
You gotta go.
I got now that I've said that character, I have to make that character.
So-
You realize in the lore.
Galadra, as you're playing in the snow, you're watching the young prince play in the snow. Colgaius walks up to you, not in his draconic form, but in his white wizard form, as Colgaitis. Galadra. He looks
over.
He looks you in the eyes.
Yes.
I would say you should go with them. But I am going to take the young prince through his naming ceremony today.
It's that time already.
He helped me defend against that monster that came out of Eldon. He deserves to be able to choose his name.
That is fair. I've seen him grow. And I'm very proud.
But Galadra, you understand what this means.
I think I do.
Prepare your things.
Real quick, could I have heard that conversation? Or Bert could have heard that
Bert
conversation?
could have heard it, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Aya heard it, because
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
Aya's-
if he realized, but
Oh, yeah.
Aya was still holding her hand.
Aya's right next to
He's
her,
just
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
was I supposed to hear this?
Which is fine.
Does he actually say that?
Yes, actually out loud, just like, I don't know if I was supposed to hear that.
Yes. It's fine that you heard it.
Are you going somewhere?
You
Once
are
the
all,
young prince is... Sorry, no, please
you
do.
are all asked to join. Young prince. Korak ik yashar kuora. The young prince looks, nods, and rushes back into the cave. You may join us when you are ready.
Can I make like a history check on like naming rituals of dragons, if that's a thing that I possibly could have known about or not? I don't know.
As
Or-
Burke.
Burke, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Roll a history check.
Let's see. That is a 18.
Naming rituals of dragons are not uncommon knowledge. They are rumored to be rituals where the dragon picks a name from its mother tongue and allows itself to be given a greater amount of magic because it now knows its name.
Gotcha. And so I'll kind of walk forward. So, then what does the naming ritual have to do with Kaladra staying or going? I'm confused.
There will be a large amount of magic used, and a large amount of detectable magic.
Oh.
And Corbane has already been keeping his eye on my sanctum.
And hearing that, Connie will kind of like perk up and wait. Where did I put? Was that put back in the box? Is that still
It's
inside?
in the
Wait.
box.
Okay.
He hands it back to Connie, actually.
Okay. Okay.
You have to keep this
Can I-
safe.
Right.
And I turn to Aya and just sadly say, I can't let Corbane hurt another person I love. I have to go with them and make sure everything is okay.
I completely understand. And I will yank Kaladra close and give her a kiss.
She absolutely kissed him back.
Yes.
Let's fucking
Let's
go.
go.
Lee is coming.
What's Colgaius' reaction to this?
Colgaius, roll an insight. If
I
y'all
just
wanna
want to
figure it
see,
out-
like, him break a little tiny bit.
If y'all want to figure it out, roll an insight.
I gotta roll insight on my father-in-law.
Already calling him father-in-law. That's hilarious.
You can't-
I love that.
I can't roll because I'm currently being assembled.
And Connie's
From
more
my-
distracted with the spaceship and the box and shit.
Yeah.
I only got a 14, but would I have a little bit of an advantage because he's my
I'll
dad?
give you advantage.
Boogie, boogie,
You
boogie.
you can read Colgaius pretty well, Caladra. Caladra, yeah, you can.
All right. 19. Hell yeah.
Okay, there you go. Aya, what did you get?
Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh.
that feels a little poetic.
Burke, did you want to roll an insight or no?
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Roll ahead.
For reference, that's a total of 26.
Ah!
Stay
Also, Aya's
on the
not dumb,
dang
so I feel
table.
like he would be
Okay.
minorly
So,
making sure all is well still, too.
so
Okay.
what did you give her?
I got a. Let's say 16.
16.
Hmm.
He's kind of hard to read, Berg, especially since you're not used to reading draconic figures in human form.
Hmm.
Caladra, you know your dad, and you see his eye twitch a little. Aya, you straight up feel the murderous intent. You feel the bloodlust.
Yep, that's about what I expected.
Caladra just
does
thinks to herself,
not-
I'll fix this later.
He does not let a lot slip. But when he does, I need you to roll a wisdom save.
You're dead, man. You're a dead man.
This isn't because he cast anything. This is just pure. Are you feeling fear?
Are you feeling it now?
Are you
Mr.
scared?
Are you feeling it?
I'd say I have
Oh,
a
he's feeling
respectful
something right
fear of him. I've rolled a total of 10.
You are. you feel that bloodlust and that rage, and you look back at him, and it almost feels like he has red glowing eyes staring directly at you, and like you can already feel your death at his hands.
Okay, when Aya's already looking back at him, can I look back trying to give like a pleading like, Dad, come on, please. Look. Not saying anything, just
As soon as you give him that look, he looks at you. His eye twitches a couple more times, and Aya, you feel the bloodlust subside just as you are about to evacuate your bowels. Just as you were about to evacuate your bowels, you feel it subside.
It's right on the brink of coming out.
Aya gets real close to Caladra's ear and says, even if he killed me, totally worth it.
I'm glad.
He sees the giggle from Caladra and kind of twitches his eye a couple more times. Let's just go inside.
Let's just go back inside.
As you enter the domain of Colgaius once more, Eldon, you awaken in the chamber alone. Well, Advin's there, but he's absorbed in a book.
First question. Am I naked or fully clothed?
You're fully clothed.
That's good.
Okay. Good.
You were
Advin clothed you.
You were slowly clothed by not the creatures of Beldam, but your night beast Maud.
Eldon
Well,
will
are
look
you
up.
ready?
He takes a second and just sort of. It's sort of like when you wake up, when certain people wake up from a coma, or like when. What's the best way to do? You kind of check yourself out a little bit, like something.
Yeah.
It's not in a weird way, but more in like
No.
just more on the like something. This is new to me.
Making sure everything's okay.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. You've been in a coma for a while.
He just takes a look at his hands, looks at his body, his clothes. He looks around. He feels his face, and as you see, he touches his face. A little bit of stubble appears on his face. Not a lot, not full beard, but just a noticeable stubble. And as he touches his hair, runs through his hair becomes a bit more scraggly, a bit longer in the tooth. It becomes a bit matted. Not matted, but like messy. Longer, messy. He's clearly not kept up with it in a long time.
He's got the I've been locked in my office for 7 days look.
Yes. He stands up, looks at Advin on the floor. and looks around. Do I remember where I am?
You would remember pretty much nothing from when you arrived here. You would remember seeing Colgaius and then nothing.
So, from my point of view, I saw Colgaius and then I was out.
Yep.
Eldon stands. You can kind of see that he knows something feels a little off. Well, not off, but just different. And as he stands, he stretches and kind of like he's just sort of trying to figure out the kinks of this. Like you said, I don't remember anything that happened. But do I know that something happened?
You know something happened, and you can remember more than you remember being able to remember, if that makes sense.
I don't remember how I got here, but I remember everything before I got here.
Yes. And on top of that, you remember a lot more things from your past than you did as Grim.
He begins... Nobody else is in here but Advin, and everyone's outside at the moment. Okay. He begins to stretch, and his bones crack. This is like when you get those very rare sleeps nowadays, which I at least find them to be really rare, where you wake up, you don't feel tired at all. It's that immediate, like, oh, I'm awake now, sort of thing. He begins to stretch and just feel things out. He knows something is different. Does he know where he is?
You don't, actually.
Can I get context clues?
It's an icy cave, right?
And you would assume, since the last thing you remember is seeing Colgaius, you're probably in his cave.
Have I been in his cave before?
Nope. He usually came to you.
He sort of looks around. He doesn't say anything. He addresses Maud. He gives her a nod. I didn't mean for that to rhyme.
It's good to have you up and to finally actually meet you. Hi, I'm Maud, and I'm just here to help when you need me.
He sort of grumbles. Not grumbles, just
I will say, Eldon, no matter how hard you think about them, you can't really recall any of the times you were in the council. You were in the council room. If you try to think about it, you just come up blank. If you try to think of those times that you went to banquets with the other members of the Gemmed Council, any of them, any of the larger political gatherings in the Scaled Throne, you can't think of them. They just come up blank. You are missing a piece of your memory. A piece of you.
I am missing a piece of my memory. But I know that they happened. It's sort of like...
happened.
I know they happened, and I know I was there. I just can't remember anything about them.
Exactly. And you know the outcome of some of the chamber meetings and stuff.
Well, Eldon looks around for a little bit. He finds the hat on the floor. Which, by the way, rip hat.
Why don't you roll for the hat, real quick?
Right. Sure, why not? Shit!
I know when you drop it, when you drop a die, just because you shit.
Shit! That's just a straight 20.
A straight 20. You have a sombrero. It's a smaller sombrero. It's not one of the over-accentuated ones, but it's still a sombrero.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity for Hat. That would have been so funny.
He's
Hey,
trying to be
Gringo.
nice. First meeting.
He takes the hat, and I'm assuming it has like a little string so that you can put it around your neck so
Yeah.
it can hang off your back.
Yeah.
He does that. And
Does it come with a poncho?
It does
Oye,
not.
amigo. Oye, gringo! Anyway. He puts the hat
Careful with
on.
that shit, man.
Hey, I'm a gringo, okay? Anyway. He, she, we, gringo. Anyway.
Wumbo.
Making
He
home.
takes a... And he just starts wandering.
Okay.
Just trying to get a bearing on where he's at the moment.
As you walk out of the room and you begin looking around, you find a large icy door in front of you. Do you go in?
Can I make an investigation? Can I, like, listen? Do I know? I just see a door. Do I go in?
Well, you,
Can
you
I
see
look-
you see a greater hall, like a larger area where you could. It's massive, absolutely stupendously huge. And there are two doors that you can see within this greater cavern. You see a smaller door way towards the front of the cave, and a larger door, maybe like 7 or 8 feet tall, at your end of the cave.
I think Eldon, not knowing where he is, but knowing that he's not exactly in any immediate danger. He's never been here before, and he's frankly kind of bored of laying down all the time. He's just gonna go walking around. You don't. By the way, I sent you a picture.
I
Don't
saw
show
it,
it yet.
I saw
Don't
it.
show it yet.
Do you walk into the door?
I think so. Yeah.
As you open the door, it's unlocked, and you see inside mountains of gold. A large bed, not like human bed, but more like a bed an animal would sleep on, made of this icy cloth. And you see deep in the back of the cave, a golden box, tall box. And you almost feel drawn to it.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check real quick.
No, it's a plus. By the way, I did level up Fighter.
Good job. I like Fighter.
Can I get advantage?
No.
And that's a nat 1. Plus 7, that's an 8.
You just feel a small pull from it.
Does Maud seem to be attracted to it as well, or just me?
She's just waiting for you to ask her stuff. If you ever want to. If you ever want to tell her to do something, she'll try. You can feel her presence, in other words.
More so than usual?
More so than usual, yeah. It seems as though she has relaxed her grip on the lament and more focusing on the outside Eldon than anything else. She also feels more powerful to you.
Oh, by the way, when she says nice to meet you, I do shake her hand.
Okay.
I think,
So she can manifest in a humanoid form, much like Yorin and the Beast were able to do.
And just like I can.
Yes.
To a certain extent.
Yes.
But, I think, psychically, since they're bonded, I think Maud would get the vibe from Eldon that something, it's not preventing him from talking, he just doesn't feel like speaking right now.
Okay.
It's kind of like that first thing when you wake up in the morning. Again, I'm relating this to, when you wake up.
Mhm.
I'm relating it to that in the sense of, when you wake up in the morning, you feel like you want to talk, but it's also everything's
don't.
quiet.
Yeah.
You don't want, everything's quiet. and to talk would to kind of sully the moment.
At that
Of,
point, I
like-
usually just talk in my own head.
Yeah.
And then it
Eldon
comes out with
is-
that morning voice.
Hey, buddy, how's it going? But
cheesecake.
he looks back to Maud and gives her a sort of like a follow me sort of head nod.
Well, she is currently within you. She's not manifesting herself really at all at the moment.
Oh, I
But-
just do that at nobody.
Yeah. Well, you feel like you're doing it to her.
The beginning of Eldon's schizophrenia.
The beginning.
So do you,
Re-beginning.
do you journey
Part 2.
towards
Electric Boogaloo.
the box?
Cautiously, I go to the box and I approach it and I carefully sort of run my hands along the outside.
As you do, you feel something from within. As the lid slowly begins to open. And as you look, in every single depiction you've ever seen of Tara Baratheon, she has been beautiful. But nothing can compare to the beauty you see when looking upon her face.
You're Tara Baratheon.
Her body entombed in this coffin, perfectly preserved. There are streaks of white running through the hair. Her horns look longer than the majority of depictions would have you believe. The white mask, almost veil-like substance over her mouth, over her nose and mouth, just sitting there peacefully. Her robes clinging to her form, just very softly. And as you look at her, she opens her eyes and smiles. And that's where we're gonna go on break.
Okay.
What the?
We'll be right back in about 15-20 minutes. We'll see you guys then. And we're back. With the theological Tamaz Alpha back
Howdy.
back in with us.
Grateful for another drug-free hallucination.
And there it is.
Why don't we have you make your intelligence save for the final chapter in the book?
20!
Natural 20. I'm going to
First roll for me!
I'm gonna quarter the damage.
Still gonna be fucking high, so don't.
Oh, yeah, no,
quarter of the damage is still
it's
better than half.
Still gonna be pretty fucking high though.
Yeah, you and your 2 d20s.
It's more than 2 this time.
Oh yeah, you're adding 4.
You chose to read the book.
Well,
this is the price for choosing to read the book.
Might do more. But Advent. I'm gonna roll damage first.
Yeah, and then tell me the full total, and then I'll half it twice.
I'm really fucking high right now.
What?
Jesus!
It's great and holy.
I love it how you. I love how when you cut out, it just sounded like you said something about you being high right now, which is funny.
That is exactly what I heard.
I'm rolling really fucking high right now.
Yeah, I just heard I'm cut out really fucking high right now.
That's hilarious.
It's
I
like,
heard
bro,
rolling.
why you gotta make me sound like I'm a hypocrite? I literally just said we're having a drug-free hallucination.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you say it.
He's high. He's high on imagination. It's okay.
Imagination.
Imagination.
Me.
Beep boop. Pirates and robots.
All right.
Beep, boop, beep, pirate.
So the total was 244.
Holy trash! Okay.
I rolled really high.
61 points of damage. Because you quartered it.
Yep.
Oh.
It's still really fucking high though.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah,
insane.
but
What was the
61
full
you can
roll?
survive.
244.
Yeah.
244.
Would that have killed you?
No, it would not.
Okay.
It would have brought you to 0, right?
So at the full amount, yes, it would have brought me to 0. But at half amount, it would have been a total of 122. I would have been at 12 points of damage, 12 hit points. But since that's halved, 61.
So, why don't I tell you about the last forgotten god in this book?
Let me tell you a story.
The last forgotten god in this book. Alfarius, the father of the gods.
Ooh, these gonna be juicy.
When the mother first awoke, she awoke with a companion. Someone which she could be with for eternity. So she was not alone. His name was Alfarius. He was the god of time. A god of great renown and love. He allowed time to pass so quickly for them. They matured quickly, they loved quickly, and they created quickly. The mother and Alfarius traveled the cosmos together, looking and finding a place for themselves to be. And so they found one place they named the Xenovale.
Wow. What a drop.
This place was an experimental ground for them. a flat plain with several different walls to separate the biomes. And so they began creating. They created the original gods, including the original god of knowledge and lore. Who they forgot about and left there. But after they were done with this plane, they left it. And all the creatures they had created and left. The creatures there obviously believing that one day, they would be back. As the couple left, Alfarius became saddened by the loss of all of that progress they had made. So he began trying to experiment on other planets alone. Other worlds being created and forged and falling just as quickly. He realized something in his experiments that he himself could not create alone. And so he began to search for a way that he could become the god of creation and time. And he discovered it. He would simply have to bring about other gods, and then take for himself the place that his love was in. And so, with the assistance of his darling dearest, they began creating the other gods. And after he had seen enough gods be created and put in enough places, he tried to take the mother's place. But what he did not realize was that even though he controlled time, the mother had the ability to control all creation, including him. And so, he was defeated. Saddened by his betrayal, she did not have the heart to eliminate Alfarius. And so she created a place to seal him, which became known as the Nexus.
So he was the Nexus's first victim and prisoner.
Well, that was a trip.
Oh, hot dog! I wonder if he's gonna show up later or something.
Who knows?
I hope not.
I really hope not.
Yeah.
That's gonna be big time no trouble.
Oh yeah, but
Who
by
do
the
you
way,
think
while he's-
Corbane is? Dun dun dun!
Oh, God.
Don't ruin that for him.
But after that chapter, Advent, you read the epilogue.
Take another 6d6.
This book is not something mortal eyes should see, but I wish to show them anyways. For knowledge is not something that should be kept hidden from the masses. It should be something that is shared, something that is drank in by all, something that should be shared like a font.
You're really cutting out.
Yeah,
what were you
I
saying?
know. I'm just trying to say that knowledge should be something shared like a font. Like a font. Oh my god, why do I cut out at font specifically?
Dude, it doesn't want it's a sign. It doesn't want you saying it.
Right? Stop telling them secrets.
Knowledge shouldn't be
Stop telling them the
shared!
truth. Jesus was hated for he told the truth.
Yeah, he was a very controversial man.
It was a joke.
And at the end of this, it says, or it's signed, Libros. Libros. Libros.
Libros. Alright. Libers?
No, Libros. Just Libros. Libros.
Alright.
Could this be the original god of knowledge you were referring to earlier in the chapter?
Silence, nerd Connie.
Anyways, sorry.
And Advin, you gain the ability Blessing of Time.
Oh, yes. Send that to me.
I'm not gonna read this one out loud. I'm just gonna type it to you.
Oh, even better.
Why? This is awful.
Even better. I'll keep.
No, you're gonna die.
Advin, Kari is suddenly shot into the void and never seen again until the point that the Nightmen need him most.
Honestly, I would not put it past the DM. I would not. Well, there goes my plan.
It's like, here's your blessing. You get to study everything you want, but you're locked in a time prison. Have fun with that, but...
In all good respect, I will keep it silent until I use it.
Good. That is always a fun thing.
Avin's not evil laughing. I'm evil laughing.
No, he's just evil laughing, but no one's around to hear him.
It's just like one of those, like, it's kind of like the Death Note Kira internal laugh. Like,
yes.
No,
oh my god.
I can't laugh. They'll find
take
out.
a chip and eat it.
Beautiful.
The maniacal laughs. Beautiful. I just imagine Advin like kicking his feet as he's just like chuckling to himself.
It's just like one of those, like, stomping on the floor, just an excitement kind of thing. Just happy little stomps.
Does a little dance.
It's like, oh, he's typing a lot. Oh no.
I am typing a lot. I
He's
am.
typing a lot. Oh.
Prepare to become dust after usage.
Starts to spread said knowledge, proceeds to cause mass paranoia.
And brain aneurysms.
A lot of brain aneurysms. They're gonna call me Advin, the Deathwalker. Just or Keeper of Forbidden Knowledge or something. I don't know.
Obliterator of brains.
Advent the dead, bro.
Advin, Walker of the Nexus. That would actually be a sick title. The Walker of the Nexus.
I'm back. What I missed?
Yeah. Nothing, just, the, DM is typing a lot.
Yep.
Ooh. Sorry, I had to go swap the laundry.
Oh. Okay.
Paragraph sent, I take it?
Not paragraph, but... Oh, that's gonna suck for me.
Oh no.
But it's a useful ability.
That is so useful,
It is
and
such a
that's
useful
basically
ability.
Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah. 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 So make sure you keep those stipulations in mind.
I'm gonna zip it. throw the key away.
Okay.
Oh yeah, shouldn't I? I also should get some benefits from the font. That's a later thing, but this just reminded me of it.
I'm more interested in who this Aeidros is.
Perhaps you'll see. Perhaps you'll see.
One day.
That's more terrifying.
The fact this man wrote it.
A god you haven't even heard of, who's not in the book, said, "Yeah, I'm the author. And you might see him." That's not terrifying to anyone else?
To Advent?
Yeah, to me.
To Advent, he's more excited. It's like, who is this guy?
Will you sign my autograph?
Not even that. I'm just. Can I have your books?
All of them? Give them to me now. I am no longer asking.
It's not even that. It's like, I will make a library and give it to the public. Just let me read your books.
He just goes by Aeidros is his pen name. It's kind of like R.L. Stein.
Just a pen name. Turns out it's the Archivist this whole time, and it's just his alter ego.
That'd be hilarious. I mean, it did say knowledge should be shared amongst all, like a font. Oh my god, every time I say font.
Dude, yeah,
he doesn't want you saying it! Keep your mouth shut!
The font of knowledge really be affecting us.
Yeah. We should move on to the next thing.
We should.
Yeah. So, Advent, after that, you did notice... after ichor begins leaking from your mouth and your nose and your eyes and your ears, you did notice that Eldon walked away, but you were busy just kind of coughing up your lungs.
What lungs? I lost those 2 chapters ago.
Exactly. As you get up and begin walking around, just kind of trying to
I'm a little dizzy.
You notice that your group and Colgaius, along with in his Colgaitis form specifically, so the White Wizard, being accompanied by the small child of Dravine. Advent.
I would say Colgaitis has got to be one of the best characters you've made yet.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
The guy's an absolute genius.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Colgaius is one of my favorite characters that I've ever made, so it's like I very much like him.
Yeah, but with how much you like to tease us, I almost thought it was Corvain for a second.
You like him, so he's the most evil person.
By the way, Advent, I'm still gone. I straight up left.
It's so weird seeing your name other than Grim, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Alright, yes. Colgaitis, or Colgaius.
Good, you're here. We are about to begin.
Begin what?
The naming ceremony of the young prince.
Oh.
You would know for a fact that the naming ceremony is massively sacred to your people.
Oh yeah. He's just like, oh.
It was something that only a dragon who has truly proven themselves would undergo. And even then, it usually took somewhere around 150 years after hatching for them to get there. And you would understand that the young prince is maybe 80, 90 years old. He's not as old as some of the dragons you've seen named, as some of the dragons you've seen be named.
He's just a baby.
Yeah,
Well,
he is a baby compared to a lot of the other dragons that have gone through the naming ceremony.
Isn't he a bit young?
He helped me against the beast in Eldon's mind. Well, from Eldon's mind. He has proven himself.
Well, despite your past, you would be the best candidate to name him. You've spent more time with him.
You would know, Advin, that they don't. Colgaius will not choose his name. The young prince will choose it by himself.
I see. I just remember you saying like it has to be the dragon of who's been there, done that kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. Let us go to the lower area. As you all begin getting led down into the very familiar room to you, Caladra, the room where you've spent countless hours reading him stories, telling him of tales from long ago. In your 650 years, it has been so long. And yet, you've spent so little of it with this young prince. He's still so young. But inside, you know, he will grow to be a fine dragon, a fine king for his people. Young prince, stand in the center of the chamber. The young prince slowly makes his way to the center of the chamber, all of you surrounding him, all of you excited to witness this rare occurrence. Ikoroduv Yakir. Those of you who would who know Draconic would understand what he's saying.
Ooh, I do.
Yes, you and Caladra both.
Of course you would. If I was there, I would be able to, because I have eyes of a roomkeeper.
You would understand that it means Aikoreduv Yakir means you have learned our tongue.
I think I recognize the language he's using, but I'm not going to say anything about it.
No, I'm making this. I made up this language.
Oh.
Your made-up language reminds me a lot of Skyrim's dragon.
I tried to
a
make
lot
it
like
sound.
Thum.
I tried to make it sound a lot like Draconic would.
Mm-hmm.
It does sound a lot like Thum.
Yeah.
You succeeded.
Kurdan Igrashin. You have proven yourself in battle. And Gramkirash. Argerintan.
This is like waiting for Google Translate.
There we go. So he says, I koraduv yakir kurkurdan igrashin gram karash argarintan. Oh, dang, it cut out completely when I was talking.
Well, yeah.
Heard bits and pieces.
I koraduv yakir kurkurdan igrashin gram karash argarintan. Kugin karamsh. Which means now you choose your name.
And then he just looks down and he's like, this one!
He just picks Steve. My name is Steve.
As
My name is Steven.
Urkel.
as he
Did I do that?
looks up, looks to you, Caladra, and smiles. He says in common, I've heard many words in our language. His mouth actually moving, by the way. He is no longer speaking in telepathy. He is speaking. But one word that Caladra told me, a word that I like most. My name will be Ixramville, which, for those of you who know Draconic, would understand the meaning of this word is the rumbling peril.
Seems like a very ominous name for a child.
Rumbling.
You stop that.
Sorry.
I'm not here.
No. The ominous name for a child. It's a great name.
It is, and he has chosen his name, Ixramville, the rumbling peril. And as
Also, Caladra's not crying, you're crying.
That's a very ominous name for a child.
as his name is said, everything goes quiet. You see forming from the ground itself a visage like that of the dragon god Dravine. Hello, Dravine. God. Fucking Discord.
You keep giving that sacred knowledge, and there's somebody gonna come get you.
As the face appears, you see striking his angular features, his smiling face. My child, I have seen much from you. God, from you. I am glad you chose this name. God. Fucking.
How close are you to the mic? Because you
Very
need to be
close to my mic right now. I'm very close
Okay.
to my mic right now.
Maybe back.
No.
No, usually it's closer is better.
Usually closer is better.
Are you close?
I am happy you have chosen a name so close to mine. For mine was Dravine, World Breaker, and yours will be echoed through halls of glory. As the face slowly disappears.
Don't know how to feel about that.
So was that just to him, or
You all saw this.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn.
Finn looks very overwhelmed upon seeing that face and hearing that voice again.
I will also say, just for posterity's sake, no one knew the meaning of Dravine's name.
Fair enough. Well,
No-
I mean, to be fair, you
no
never
one.
told us anyway.
Well, but I'm just saying, it was in such an ancient Draconic that it wasn't
Older than the
even known.
Mistarans. Advent didn't even know.
Like, it was the oldest word ever spoken in Draconic.
Right next to the word fuck.
Pardon my Draconic, but fuck.
Pardon.
So good. It just spoke to me.
Well, now, that makes me wonder what Carnivax's name means. Doesn't matter. Anyway, move on.
As the face slowly disappears, Caladra, you've been used to the eyes of Ixramville for nearly 100 years now. His very stony gray eyes. But as he opens them and a terrifyingly massive pulse of magical energy disperses from him. You see his wings begin to unfurl and grow. You see his body grows maybe a foot longer and taller. And his crest that he has begun growing on the top of his head become more formed. As he looks at you with open eyes, and you see they begin glowing in amber, orangish color.
Damn, Iggy.
Right?
Iggy. That's a nice nickname.
I am...
Would it be too much to say that Advent was holding Mina this whole time?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes. He's just like, I missed you so much.
That's fair. I mean, it's
So
just
if
like tongue
if there was
hanging
only
out,
been
kind of just watching while she's munching on the chunk of electrite that she has in her mouth.
I still have more in Connie's garage,
Mm-hmm.
but I need a lot more to accomplish my goal.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm talking to a corpse. That's just about the
Alden.
long and short. Oh, okay. Yep.
While this is happening, a smile creeps across Terra Baratheon's face. Her arm begins to move. I never thought it would be so easy to get here again. I need you to make a wisdom save, Eldon.
Okay. Can I make it advantage? 'Cause
No.
Maud is here. Okay, fine.
Ah.
Wisdom save. 17 plus 7. 26. 24. Right?
Your body begins to lock up and you are held in place.
That didn't pass?
Not with a 26 DC.
Mm,
What glory. I have to thank you. Eldon, right? We met back in Aeidros. I don't know if you remember, but it's so good to see you again. And even though it's on Terra's face, you see an ear-to-ear smile. It took a lot of gold to repair that simulacrum you damaged. So you just sit tight here, little Ellie. As Terra's body begins to walk out of the room.
Can I try to break this?
Only at the end of your next turn.
So, let me be clear. I get up, I go to a coffin, and I get frozen.
Yup.
Cool. Cool. That's all I'm doing this episode. No cool stuff with anybody else. I'm just here. Thanks.
Who's with him right now?
No one. Cleric would be the one closest because he didn't go downstairs. But you're all downstairs.
Question though.
I didn't go downstairs.
You were all.
You didn't come with us
You
to the
didn't come
dragon?
go with to the naming ceremony. I thought all of you did.
No.
Okay. So you were still upstairs then?
I figured it was sort of a private event, so
Okay.
yes.
Well, everyone else.
Oh.
Did. Yes, we can
Is
hear
there,
you. We can hear you.
Yeah, because he said you were all welcome.
I think it's a private event. Come on, guys, you're all welcome. I still think it's a private event.
No, that's fair.
But
Oh, no.
would I have or could I have potentially smelled him in a different location now?
You're talking Eldon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could. You probably smelled him moving.
Okay. Well, I guess the ceremony's kind of done, huh?
Mm-hmm. So you could all begin funneling upstairs.
Yeah. Okay.
Would I, from where I was, have heard anything?
You would probably be in the main cavern. So you would have heard voices coming from Colgaius' room. But other than that, probably not much.
DM,
I'll
Yes.
start heading to where the scent is.
Yes,
I know
Eldon.
I've changed, right?
Yes.
Can I try summoning some of that new power I might have gotten?
What exactly are you speaking of?
Is there a way to use the font of knowledge to figure out
There
a
is
way
not.
out of the bond?
There is not.
Okay.
So the thing is, Eldon, the majority of the knowledge from the font is still locked to you. It is still not in your forefront. It is still behind a wall.
Okay. I want to be doing anything other than being held right now because I haven't done anything.
I get that.
I'm feeling a little animalistic.
I feel it. So Leopold, you would see, walking out of Colgaius' room a few seconds later, after the pulse of magical energy from downstairs, walking out, the visage of a woman straight out of history books. You see Terra Baratheon, but with a very familiar smile on her face.
Leopold rages and moves to grapple.
Hello, Leopold. Wisdom save.
Motherfucker.
Is he casting two different concentration spells?
Excellent question.
Somebody stop him.
Roll a wisdom save.
Is he...
Roll a wisdom save.
Motherfucker.
I guess he's allowed, guys. Just roll.
That 20.
For a total of...
22.
You still fail.
Come on, man.
Come on, can't the nat 20 give me some kind of boost?
Well, I mean,
You-
fuck. A 24 didn't get it for me.
It's literally the highest roll I can get.
I know.
Why you have to be a dick, man?
I'll say...
Man.
I'll say this. You notice, almost as if a phantom marble is floating around Caladra's head. After this... Or, sorry, not Caladra, Terra's head. After this this other spell was cast.
Hold on a second. I have a question.
What up?
Yes? Oh, sorry.
What's your question?
Never mind. I didn't say anything about it. That sucks.
After hearing Leopold's rageful scream from upstairs, Colgaius's body immediately changes to his like humanoid draconic form, a lot like Caladra's, and he looks at Caladra. Ixramville, stay here. As he begins running upstairs.
And as I was already walking in that direction, I will jump into the nearest shadow and start rushing over to where the screen was.
Okay. As you jump...
Io looks Caladra in the eye, gives her one last kiss, pulls out both his weapons, and starts running up the stairs behind Colgaius.
Abin will be following short after with both his swords drawn.
As you all begin...
Was his stay here for like my safety or to protect the young prince?
Well, he looked at you and then told Ixramville to stay there.
Oh,
he
okay, good. Then I'm coming.
To stay there.
Good, because I'm not. I was like, man, this is so hard, but I'm not gonna listen.
It's basically like, Mina, stay here with Ixandril. Have fun.
Ixramville, yeah, stay here. Stay here with Ixramville.
Can I try getting up now?
roll another
jump
wisdom
into the
save,
fucking
Eldon.
shadows and run upstairs.
Wait, if that initial roll didn't beat it, then there's no way I'll be able to get out of it before the spell ends.
You're right, but that's... It's an awful thing, I know.
I got an 18, so I can't get out of it. Cool.
I call hacks.
I call hacks too.
This is some bullshit.
All right.
First thing
Dude,
I do.
he's the man.
First thing I do when I'm.
All right.
I got a 29 for my stealth check.
Very nice.
Now I know what stat I need to upgrade.
As Colgaius appears, Burke, you hiding in the mouth of the cavern, or of the tunnel leading down, you see the face of Terra Baratheon looking at all of you. And Caladra, you can't help but remember that moment you looked into the abyss going from the Synaptic Palace. And you cannot help but see your mother smiling and beckoning towards you, just to see Corbane's face yelling and screaming at you. As the smile, almost ear to ear, looking at all of you. You kept so many things from me, Colgaius dear. Look at you, hiding a young prince. How delectable. You... How dare you? Colgaius's wings spread. His breath beginning to quicken. His heart stopping. As you see the magical circle on his shoulder spread all across his torso, and Colgaius falls.
What?
No.
You guys fucking. This is bullshit.
Fuck you.
Is there potentially like me seeing this and counterspelling it before it happens?
This is nothing you can counterspell. This is a curse.
He's already placed the mark on
Can I
him.
make another wisdom save? I gotta get out of this.
Oh no!
Have I already used my Wartaker state today?
No, you have not.
No. I technically haven't. Okay. If that's the case, am I nearby? Am I behind? Barathbane?
I will say, as that happens, you notice Terra's arm turn to bone. And the strange phantom marble that was floating around her head disappears. You are freed, Eldon, and so is Leopold.
Do I sense anything? Do I hear all that?
You do. You hear the falling of a heavy body.
Immediately summons all of his weapons and runs upstairs.
Yeah, I just want to stab as soon as I can.
Runs out the door. They're above me, right?
They are not. They are in the main cavern, which is a door away. It's a door away. It's just
cool. Dimension door right in front of her.
Okay.
Dimension door with a gun in her face.
Can't really take my arcane abilities in this body, can you, Terra? Oh, but you're so much fun to walk around in. How unfortunate. As her face looks up, you notice the left side is pure bone. As it seems her skin is slowly peeling and falling. Oh, no matter. I know where you are now.
I think cast lightning bolt.
Absolutely. And Caladra, if you wanna, you run up and you stab at Terabane, right?
Yeah.
Burke, you run up, you slash.
You're awful.
Aya, what are you doing?
I'd like to activate my blade song to the point that when I go into it, a beam of moonlight cuts a hole through the roof and bathes me in the light.
I'm just going to say the fact that he's already telling us about our attacks, we're not going to hit him.
Yeah, so you need to roll your dex save.
Yep, I will roll the dex save.
Is there anybody in front of her? That's another question.
So,
just about everyone.
So disadvantage because of the deterioration of the body. It is a dirty 20.
And that's with disadvantage?
That's with disadvantage. He rolled a natural 17 plus 3.
Okay. Then it does pass, so it was 44, so 22 damage.
Okay.
Did I manage to make it up here? I thought I dimension doored.
You're in front. You're in front of Terabane.
Oh, cool. Open fire.
Does the lightning bolt hit me as well?
It would most likely hit both you and Eldon.
Sick.
So, dex saves from both of you.
I'm just gonna say, Advin's very blinded by the rage. He just saw another death of a sacred creature to him, another dragon. Yes, it was considered a traitor, but he started liking him.
I will
say, he actually started liking Colgaius.
At the sound, Cleric comes running out, notices Colgaius lying on the floor, gone.
18 plus 1, 19 for my dex.
So you do pass, Eldon, so you only take 22 points of lightning damage.
Wait, so I can still make the dex save while essentially petrified?
You're not petrified anymore.
Yeah, no, you're free.
After the curse took effect.
Oh, so by the way,
he murked Colgaius and lost concentration on the spells.
That's a 21 to save.
Oh,
it passes.
By the way, if this wasn't confusing,
so you take 22 points of damage, Leopold.
The dex, the spell save DC is 17. So
hold on a second. I have Shield Master, so I'm gonna use my reaction to interpose my shield, so I take no damage.
There you go.
By the way, if this wasn't confusing enough for people, you just straight up see Eldon appear, get blasted, and then gets blasted, shoots his gun, gets blasted, and then thrown and from the blast gets thrown to the side.
Everyone roll the hits on your attacks that you're making.
Can I do something specific?
Yes, Burke. What would you like to do?
Do I still have the shifter on my chest?
You do not, actually.
If I may.
Okay.
Would, at this point, we have rolled initiative?
There is no initiative for this. Everyone just roll your to hits.
That's because it's not gonna work.
10 plus 10. 30,
Do we
20.
have Terra surrounded? Or
Yes.
Terrabane?
Everyone around Terrabane is surrounding her at the moment, yes.
Leopold's gonna hurl both of his vampiric hand axes.
Okay.
So,
I'm sorry.
oh,
I was just
go
gonna say,
ahead.
because it's a house, so dragon isn't an option right now, right?
Dragon is an option. The main cavern is massive.
Okay. How fast is that? Like, is that kind of instant,
it
but like
happens.
for show it had...
It's a free action for you. It is in it.
Yeah, I just meant like in rage, you could just become it and do your dragon breath, like screaming.
Absolutely,
basically.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I'd actually do.
For my hit, I got it 10 plus 10 for a modified 20 for my gun.
Okay.
So that's a 29.
Okay. He will fail the con check from you, Caladra. And then what did you say, Leopold?
I was attacking reckless, so I had advantage with both of the hand axes. I rolled 2 29s.
2 29s?
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Does that mean I actually roll damage somewhat?
Yes. Roll the 12d8 damage.
Okay.
And as Cleric will, as this is happening, Cleric runs in front of Colgaius' body and puts up his shield. And you all hit.
I got a 23.
A 23, beautiful.
Aya,
what did you get?
Both of my attacks were 32s.
Okay.
The second attack was a natural 20.
Very nice.
So, sorry, my second attack is a technically 33 to hit.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah, you all hit. And as you begin slashing, cutting, throwing, and shooting, Terra's body slowly crumbles. 2 birds, 1 stone. As Terra's head falls to the side, and the rest of her skin falls away, and her bones turn to dust.
What did he say? Sorry.
2 birds, 1 stone, he said. I am on a wall at the moment.
Does his presence feel like it's left?
It's gone.
Aya looks at...
Is he like
everyone.
dead, or is he doing like death saving throws?
Colgaius' heart has stopped.
Yeah.
Aya looks at everyone and runs down to the prince.
Can I try and resuscitate Colguy?
This is not of natural causes. This is because of a curse that was placed on him.
Can Cleric resurrect him? I thought I remember him saying something about him having the...
No.
I said resurrect.
Well, yes, but this is a curse, not...
I don't give a fuck.
Can I cast remove curse?
You...
Yes.
So...
Cast remove curse.
So, Advin, what level are you casting it at?
6th level.
Okay.
Roll
a d20, adding your spell ability modifier.
Okay. Alright. Can I use my heroic inspiration? Would I add any die, or would it let me
You can
reroll?
use your DM's inspiration to re-roll.
Okay.
And if someone else has more than one inspiration, they can help him re-roll.
Anybody got inspiration?
I have one DM's inspiration that you can have.
You can't give it to someone else if you don't have more than one. You have to have more than one, at least two.
We are re-rolling that.
Okay, I only have
Oh, you guys have like the ability to have more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
19 plus
In mine,
5,
I mean, you get
24.
As you reach your hand down, Advin, something slows. Perhaps it's time. Perhaps it's just your mind processing everything quicker. As you touch your hand to Colgaius, and you begin to cast your arcane ability here. Leopold, as you're watching this, you feel the glove, the harness on your hand.
Come on, don't die.
I thought the
begin
glove
to
was
glow.
gone.
No, you have never given it back.
Oh yeah.
Come on, don't die.
I'm gonna go with the flow here. I'm gonna do what the glove wants to do.
As you run up to the body of Colgaius, you simply place your hand on Advin's shoulder. And Advin, you see an elven face smile at you and place his hand on top of yours. And you feel not only your arcane ability, but also something more. Something warm flow through your body.
I recognize his face. We'll worry about that, but we'll finish this, but I want to ask later if I remember.
As the golden light, golden and purple light, spreads through Colgaius' body, you see the circle that held his torso and stopped his heart begin to break and shatter and dissipate.
Cleric, we need you!
Cleric's right there.
Cleric, do your thing, Cleric! It's like the thing with the diamond in the bag and the
Leopold isn't waiting
Cleric.
for Cleric. He's
Even chuck him my bag of holding. Pull any resources! There's a list, and I'll toss him the list that I keep track of.
Advin,
I'm just
you
gonna say
have
though,
a
Cleric
diamond
does
worth
have...
300 gold.
No, Cleric has one.
He used
Well, in
one.
case he didn't. That's why I'm like, here, take it. Here's my list. Go, go, go!
Advin, yes, he
didn't
used
use
it
it.
in the Mindscape, remember?
Why did he do that?
Oh, to revive someone else.
Revive someone.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the DM, I feel like I'm unconscious after that. Because I think
It was Lysandra,
Oh, right. Dang it.
Okay.
Caladra.
Come on, don't die.
Caladra, you would know your
Honestly-
father has a hoard.
That's true.
Oh shit.
Go.
There's a diamond worth 300. Go.
Well, did
Right.
someone say do they need a diamond?
They need a diamond worth 300
We
gold.
need a diamond.
Okay.
Don't I have one? Just use mine. I don't care. Just bring him
Advin,
back.
in your
I'd book
sack
it
of
straight
gems,
to the
I
diamond.
don't believe you have a diamond.
I don't.
I don't believe you do.
Well, dang.
Okay.
I still.
well,
You never sent me a list.
I didn't, but
I need that list.
I know.
This stuff wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Is going to run over to Columbia, say, "Lead the way."
Someone get us a diamond!
Yeah. Oh no, I go to his hoard, grab the biggest fucking one.
To his room. Leopold, you follow her to Kolgaius' room, and instantly the glove begins
we
to
need
glow.
something worth 1,000. Okay.
The glove begins to glow, and instantly there is something that materializes from the hoard into your hand.
Damn.
And you see a diamond, not very large, but it is beautiful. It is well crafted. It is attached to a tiara. Something, Caladra, you would recognize as a tiara your mother wore during special events and occasions. As you rush out the room, you hand the circlet to Cleric. As he clasps his hands together, we're in a ritual now.
DM.
Yes.
As soon as I heard Corvain say 2 birds, 1 stone, I sprinted down the stairs to the prince.
As you sprint downstairs, you look, and the prince is fine.
I stay in defensive formation.
Okay.
Honey also checks his backpack real quick, checking to see if the box is still there.
The box is still there.
I'd like to mention. I'd just like to state I'm unconscious. I think.
No, you're conscious.
Well, I mean, no. I think in this moment, I think it's all just happening so fast for Eldon.
That's fair, actually. So you faint?
He not faint, but it's more like he becomes
Didn't
disoriented.
he get whacked too?
He got whacked, and it's also like he immediately used magic. Like only a couple minutes after he woke up, he is not at 100%. So that took a lot out of him to do.
That's fair. Who is going to help with the ritual? We need
Adminwell.
We need 3 volunteers for 3 different ability checks. And you need to describe to me how you assist in this ritual. Whether it be convincing the soul to return, whether it be performing something for him, or even sometimes intimidating.
I would say I need to. Because
Advin's going to as well.
my dad.
Okay.
He's grown to like him. He's really grown to like Kolgaius.
Connie will also join in if no one else does.
Leopold said he would as well.
Okay, there we go. Well, if we'll have Leopold then.
Caladra, what are you going to do to save your father?
I'm going to try and use persuasion and just say, you can't leave me like this. The young prince needs you. Well, I say his new name, sorry.
Yeah.
Yggdrasil needs you. I need you. We all need you. Again, I'm not super good at being emotional, but like I'm already kind of in a frenzy. My actual self here.
Use it.
Yeah. Just let that emotion take its place. I mean, I'd be in a frenzy too.
Oh my god. You can't leave yet. Corvain has to be stopped. I can't let him do this to another person I love. And you can't leave me here to protect the young prince alone from him again. And that's all I can say before I just am breaking down.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, and I love you, clearly.
Okay.
Oh my god, no.
I'd say roll it with advantage because you are his daughter.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
I'm so glad I saved that heroic inspiration. Or at least the DM's inspiration. I'm so glad I did.
Yeah, thank god. It's Only 18 still.
Okay.
But I could not.
A third of the magic circle that cleric is forming begins to glow. Advent, what do you do?
Yes.
And after that, I just start praying to my god. Sorry, the sun god.
Colgaius. I'm also going to use. I'm actually going to use more. I would want to try to say Arcana, because I'm going to persuade more of his magical intellect.
Okay. How do you do that?
Well, I was going to roleplay and see.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. I see. I want to say like he's going to like cast an image, even if he can't see it. Maybe his soul could see it of previous draconic members, like brothers that he personally knew in that time. And in this, it's like, although you're marked as a traitor, Colgaius, your deeds even now have long since shown that you are not what we thought you were. You're a good dragon. You're the best of us all. More than any. And your knowledge cannot be lost to this world. Would that be okay for me to justify an Arcana roll?
I'm gonna say no. Roll a
Okay.
persuasion check.
Okay.
I vibed with it.
Thank you. At least someone vibed with it.
It was good.
18.
Okay. Another piece of the circle begins to glow. Leopold, what do you do? You can assist cleric in the healing. It just needs a third form of help. Like you could use religion. You can use any of your abilities. Just explain to us how you do it.
I'm going to appeal to his sense of survival.
Okay. How do you do that? Roleplay it for me.
I'm going to whisper.
Could you speak up? We can't hear you.
He says, "Rise, mighty one. Your time is not yet finished. Rise, spread your wings and fly on the wind of vengeance." Let your breath be justice, and your claws righteous fury. Would that be permissible as a survival?
That's a tough one.
Or would that be some other kind of check?
Since you're... Do more of a nature. Since you're trying to tell him to do things that are within the dragon's nature. It is something that they do because it is natural.
Gotcha. That is another 18.
Wow.
The third piece of the circle begins glowing. To say that this was a close one is an understatement.
What was the DC?
Coolgaius has been brought back a few times in his travels with the manifestors. and every single time a resurrection is used, it goes up by 1. The DC.
What's the DC?
It was 17.
Oh!
Now,
Oh
mind
my
you,
God.
every single time a specific ability is used, if it's used again, the DC goes up by 3.
Oh,
So Advent did fail.
Yeah, persuasion's always the first one to go.
Persuasion is not my strong suit. That's why I was trying to push for Arcana.
And I understood your go, but if you had done something more in magic, perhaps stimulating him using like spell slots or something, that would have been a better Arcana check.
Just try pouring your magic into the ritual instead next time.
Okay.
That's how you get the Arcana.
Alright.
So
Appealing to the individual.
So to say that this was a close resurrection is a drastic understatement. This was by a hair. Caladra and Leopold succeeded by 1 point apiece. As 2 of the pieces of the Circle of Resurrection begin to glow, you see Colgaius' snowblind eyes turn back to their normal, icy blue color. As he lays there.
I hug him so fucking hard.
As you hug him, tears begin rolling down his scales. I am sorry, my daughter. I thought the curse couldn't be activated like that.
You've nothing to be sorry about. I'm just so happy you're okay.
I didn't know he could do that.
He's very good at that.
And as this moment goes up, you hear, talk about a rude awakening. Oh.
Oh, Cleric passes out, by the way.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
You just hear an audible metal thunk.
One passes out,
jeez.
one comes back to us. Well, 2, I guess, technically.
Well,
Can Leopold
rude awakening and rude.
What was that, Leopold?
Can Leopold attempt to rouse Cleric?
He can.
To arouse?
To rouse. Not
Okay.
arouse, rouse.
Okay.
You dirty-minded bastard.
What the fuck happened?
Colgaius
well.
entered through the body of my beloved.
You mean Corbane?
Corbane.
I entered to the body of my own beloved.
I entered the body of my own beloved
gonna
and
want-
killed myself.
I killed myself!
No,
I've lost the script. Somebody
Corbane.
please hand it.
Corbane
We already knew
entered-
you entered your wife.
Hey, yo.
That's
Oh
how
my God,
Caladra was
stop.
made.
You can't
Fine.
say that.
That's
Mr.
I know, I'm
very good idea.
downstairs.
Bro.
Well,
I
outside
still think Colgaius is dead at this point.
it's not
Yeah.
dead, you pointy-eared twit.
Well, he's downstairs.
There.
Yeah, he's downstairs.
Oh. Oh.
No, he's protecting the
Oh
princess.
yeah, this
Oh,
also means I
that's
wouldn't
really
remember who Aya is, right?
No, you'd know who Aya is, or at least you'd understand who Aya is. You wouldn't
You
necessarily
don't understand
remember
how you know, but you know.
him all the way, but you know.
I'd understand the concept of an Aya.
Yes.
This is an Aya. Say hello to the Aya.
Leopold's gonna go over to Cleric, lean down, or not lean down, but like crouch down next to him and just smack him across the face.
No, he's passed out. Spell. Spent all his energy, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I can attempt to wake. Okay.
It doesn't work. You slap the metal and his head doesn't even move. You just
You break your
slap
hand.
metal.
Fair.
It hurts a lot.
Maybe we
Okay.
should just let him rest. And Connie will kind of like sink down to where Cleric is and kind of like, with surprising amounts of strength, lift kind of up his head and just kind of set it on his own lap.
Okay.
Leopold's gonna go
Calandra
and
looks-
collect boxes.
Okay.
Claude
I'm gonna
looks
need
over
a-
at him and just says, "Thank you," even though he's passed out. Whatever.
Okay.
Good job, Claire.
Somebody's gonna need to explain to me what happened in the last however long I've been asleep.
4 days.
4 days? What the? Wait, Colguy, why are you?
You're in
Where
a
the f-
cave.
I figured that, and it became more clear when when that tried to attack me, or did attack me, or whatever.
So he finally destroyed her body.
That can't be good.
I had hoped he wouldn't be able to.
What did he mean by 2 birds with 1 stone? What was he
Clearly.
trying to achieve?
Well, clearly, he wanted to get rid of both Kogaius and Tara. I don't know why. Tara was a
What does her
corpse.
body have to do with it?
It was
also-
the easiest way to resurrect her when needed.
Oh, also, hi, Eldon. I've been in a coma. I'm glad to see you. You've been in a coma for 4 days.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Just thanks a lot.
I don't care anymore. Oh,
We need to go downstairs. We need to
Right.
go see the young prince.
the what? Oh, do I know would Eldon know who the young prince is?
No.
The what?
Ravine
The-
kid.
The son of Dravine.
You lost me. I'm still lost.
The true child of Dravine. Come.
Okay.
He kind of places his hand on the wall to kind of guide his way downstairs, down the corridor.
I was gonna say, can I just help him, like under his arm?
Absolutely, yeah. You place yourself under his arm, and he's in like full on 10-foot tall form. Like he's big right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, Burke, could you lend me a hand? I'm not
Yeah,
exactly good on my
I
feet.
got you. And I kind of walk over to him and like hoist him up and help him walk, and kind of as I pat his back, kind of heal him a bit.
Okay.
That's probably gonna still be around the remains of Terrabane.
Well, Tara's body has just dissolved
was
into
gone.
dust.
Well, where it was. I know it's mainly dust, but he's gonna look at it and just kind of ruminate on everything.
So what exactly happened here, Burke? And why was I asleep?
Well, we kind of had to get inside your head, so to speak. Sort of
I've,
just shift
something
things
about
around.
that rings vaguely familiar.
Yeah,
Calandra, when did you get here?
this is all kind of a
He's
long
not
story.
She's not talking. Okay, hi to you too. I get it. Tense situation.
As you all return to the lower chamber, Aya, you notice Colgaius back up, and the curse gone.
What?
The curse that was
Oh.
placed on him is gone.
You broke
You
up.
cut
for a
out
second.
hard, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah,
The
you
curse
said
is
first.
gone. Yeah.
Aya's body relaxes so hard. Like, his shoulders droop, his weapons almost fall out of his hands,
You hear an audible schlump.
and he just walks over to Golgaius and Calandra and just hugs them both. I imagine Golgaius is a little bit like, why is this guy hugging me?
Right now, he's too drained to really think about
Fair.
it.
the only time you'll get a hug from him. Or allowed a hug.
Alright.
As Golgaius kind of just falls to his knee, to one knee, he begins drawing a circle on the ground, and brings out a slew of tuning forks, and you just see him start drawing symbols. Caladra, my daughter, I can bring you with us, because we have to move, or you can go with them. Make a real difference. Journey as your mother would have wanted.
Oh.
It is your choice.
You kind of did me dirty.
You could talk if you want.
Yeah, you can't.
No, I know.
I've been
okay,
just...
out of character, you just kind of did me dirty, because, like...
I know.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
hey, you can make the choice and then not show up.
Show up!
You don't have to be here if it...
But I guess real quick,
You could be with us in spirit.
while that's happening, Brooke will kind of like help Eldon and sit down, and then with whatever ability he has left, will go over to Golgaius and rub his hands together, and then hold them out to shield him up as much as he can.
Like me in spirit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Cleric out here actually being in the voice chat while Golgaius fucking died.
Yeah, by the way, dick move.
Oh yeah. Massively dick move.
Dude, it's... Oh my god.
Porn star level dick move.
Also, though, okay. Again, still out of character, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But, like, I know you guys have stuff against, Arthas, like, have people... Because I know everyone hates Corbane, but, like, have people talked about, like, doing something about him?
Yeah, people talk about it, but
Leopold wants to drink from his skull.
well, that's Corbane. He wants to drink from Corbane's skull. Arthas is...
No, yeah, but...
Yeah.
Okay, Corbane's the one I'm concerned about right now, which is, like, if it were stay with her family, and that's how she might eventually stop Corbane, it would probably be that, over adventuring and, like, having fun. But if, like, the crew is trying to stop Corbane, she, like, also... She would probably do that.
I mean, yeah, the crew right now is probably going to go on a warpath here soon.
As soon as I figure out where my legs are.
They're gone.
Remember,
She might-
Caladra, in the mindscape, Aya did promise you that he would hunt them for you.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like realistically she would go with you guys. I'll just have to figure it out. I'll have to figure it the fuck out.
Oh, good. We can we can talk
person,
about it after today's session, but
It's all good.
it's all good. It's
Okay.
all good.
It's
We'll
all
talk
good,
about it.
man.
We'll
It's
figure it out.
fine.
You're all good. I know you had a decision made, and I'm out here doing you a bit dirty. I'm sorry.
Hey,
No,
don't look at me.
It's an
Anyone's got it.
understatement.
Hey, don't look at us. He did it. It's
Yes,
all
it is.
him.
It's all his fault.
It is
don't,
my
don't
fault.
blame us.
It is 100% my fault.
No, and it's just how the story goes. I'm not
I
mad
know.
at you. It's just like my
I'm
soul
mad.
is like,
You're just like, I want to go, but I can't.
yeah.
Not even that
yeah,
she wants
I
to go,
wanna
she
on
wants to
vacation, but I
stay. It's
can't
like-
right now.
I know that she can't stay. It's like, oh, I want to stay, and I have a inn, but I can't.
Yeah, so I think she's just gonna have to we'll figure it out later as a person. And she'll say, "You two be safe. I have to go take care of this with all my friends."
Colgaius shrinks to about a head taller than you, Caladra. He pulls you close, and he doesn't let a lot slide or slip. But in this instant, he hugs you, and in a wavering voice, he just... Be safe. Be as strong as a raging wind. Blinding as a blizzard. And stalwart like a mountain. I love you, my daughter.
You too.
Goodbye, Colgaius. Kinda wish we got to talk before this.
And then she also hugs the prince, of course.
Ixramville gives you a nuzzle. Kind of just pushing his head against your side, your side. Oh my god. Why is it not just, it's just not picking me up right now. He nuzzles against your side. And as he does, you feel as if you're bolstered a little. You receive the blessing of the rumbling tyrant. the blessing of the rumbling tyrant is what you receive, Caladra.
The rumbling tide?
No, rumbling tyrant.
Yeah, I heard tide too.
Tyrant, yeah.
You.
I don't know why I keep cutting out.
We gotta fix that.
I don't know what's happening with it. Like, I've tried
Tyrone?
everything.
What did he say?
Tyrant. I'm gonna murder you.
Is he speaking English? What is he saying? I don't speak broken English.
Can I just murder him
Anyway.
No.
The blessing of the rumbling tyrant.
Can I?
I'll send it to you in your notes.
Go, Caladra, go!
Can I
kind
look
of
at the prince?
I'm kind of with cleric here in the voice in his comment. It might just be a mic problem,
but
bro.
the issue is my mic is fine when I'm not streaming.
How about let's just discuss it after?
Yeah, we'll discuss it later.
Yeah.
Can I look at the prince and say, "Be good, and grow up into the amazing prince I know you will."
He simply looks at you.
You're destined to be.
He simply looks at you, Calandra. Giant tears welling up in his large draconic eyes as he begins to sob a little. So he walks over to Colgaius, who dings the tuning fork, and the circle he drew begins to glow.
Before they leave, I would have walked up while Caladra was meeting with the prince and said to him, "Don't worry about Caladra. I will die 1,000 times before I let anything happen to her."
You better.
I'll make sure of it.
Oh, and I'm finally free of you if that's the case.
And
don't worry, Advin, I'll come back just for you.
Advin and
right before they go, can I just say, "This isn't goodbye forever"?
This isn't goodbye.
He simply looks back and smiles. Nightmen, go forth and light up the darkness.
Hey,
stop.
Roll credits.
Smiles as the young prince and Colgaius walk into the magic circle and disappear.
And as they disappear, kind of shout after him, "Thank you for everything, Colgaius!"
As soon as they're gone,
How are we supposed to get back? Do we have another way to get back
No,
to
they-
Aeidros? Or was he our only ride?
This
As
is going to be a long way home.
As he says that, I just say, "No, anybody mind explaining to me?" The
Young Voidin. I have a
out.
lot to tell you.
Pull out silver thread, huck it at him.
This doesn't tell me anything.
As you touch the silver thread, you gain knowledge of everything they went through and everything they saw.
He goes, this
Okay.
doesn't do anything, and then touches goes,
Cool.
I cast exposition.
Come on, man. I just got up. Why do you keep throwing shit at me? I just got shat on by my fucking,
As-
I guess, great aunt.
As you guys leave the lower corridor, you do notice a portal to Aeidros at the
Okay.
entrance of the cave.
Oh, thank
Thank.
God for convenience.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna stay with us, Caladra, I think we have an extra room. I think.
Oh, I don't. Do you guys
Guys.
have lodging?
You guys have a
Yeah.
few extra rooms in the mansion.
We have a house.
Yeah, we got a whole house.
Would Eldon even know that?
Yes, I would. I know everything Grim knew beforehand.
Okay,
So-
okay. I'm just double checking.
Again, I'm a reboot, not a restart.
As you guys
he just doesn't know anything.
enter through the portal, it closes behind you. Across several seas, laughter. Kulgai is dead. Finally. Terra's body gone. So much less to worry about. So much less. So much less. Isn't that right, lovely ones? A woman, a harpy visage, and her daughter, looking like that of a Lamia. He smiles over to the left. Isn't that right, Artificer? A steel body. 8 arms. Simply nods.
You're just pulling all the strings, aren't you?
And that's where we're going to end the episode.
Of course it is.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us. We appreciate you joining us for the end of the lament. That's right. This is the
Yeah, a
actual
very
end of the arc.
anticlimactic ending. Very
Um,
anticlimactic ending.
That was very climactic.
Well, yeah, but not for me. I woke up, got grabbed. I woke.
I take a small amount of grim satisfaction that Corbane thinks he killed Colgaius.
Yes, yes.
We foiled his plan. We foiled his plan.
Foiled it.
Foiled
Foiled it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us on tonight's episode 61 of the Nightmen campaign. We'll see you next time, and Lemmy, if you would please take us out.
A bit of advice to everyone in this stream. When your friend comes to you and says, "Hey, dude, I want to do in D&D," and you've just been playing Bloodborne, maybe think about the repercussions about how just think about how you're gonna do it first, and then so you don't end up in this fucking anticlimactic scene. Anyway, and always happy, healthy, hungry, hedonistic,